covering a yoga class this morning, so I'm just putting the kettle on to make some tea for everyone for when they arrive and for after the class. And I'm really looking forward to teaching today. I love teaching on a Saturday because I just feel like I'll have no other work on, and it's just a really nice way to sort of set me up for the weekend. So I'm setting everything up. I've just got out some blocks and bricks. Now I'm doing the mats. There's 7 people joining me in person and then a couple online. It's also Pride Week in Nottingham, so there's loads of flags up and everything. And yeah, I just feel like there's a really good energy and buzz in this city centre. I'll show you what it's looking like outside the studio. We're now at BQ because we don't have a restful Saturday planned, do we really? We're doing DIY and I'm in the garden, so we need to get some bits. Picked these hydrangeas from the garden before because they almost seem like they're drying, which feels like it's really early. But yeah, how nice are these? I'm really hoping that they'll dry and stay like this so I can just have them all year round and going into winter. It's really quite funny actually because this looks really nice in this frame. When you start to zoom out, the chaos of the house right now, like we've got whatever this machine is here that Jay was using before. What's that called? Circle saw? And then a box of paint for the living room. Stuff just randomly thrown under there. A missing handle. I'm very excited to have the house back to a normal state, but the hydrangeas look really nice. And they are actually, like, it's nice to have these little pockets of joy and niceness amongst the chaos. Also, I've literally just got in my pyjamas. It's 7 o'clock on Saturday night and I couldn't be happier. Like, I couldn't be happier. A couple of days ago we nipped into a supermarket. We were staying down south for the night because we were seeing family from New Zealand. I think it was Sainsbury's. I'm pretty sure it was Sainsbury's. And I found this tea. It's Yorkshire Tea Decaf Bedtime Brew with vanilla and nutmeg. It is so good. I've recently just started, like, I love an English breakfast tea. But obviously there was quite a lot of caffeine in it and I'm quite sensitive to caffeine anyway. So I've cut out coffee, but I do have a tea a day because I find for some reason, even though it's meant to have more caffeine, it doesn't impact me in the same way coffee does. So I switched to decaf tea kind of as I go into the afternoon and into the evening. But this is a bedtime specific one and it is so nice. It is so nice. It's like a really lovely evening tea combined with just your normal English breakfast. I'm obsessed. Good morning. It's now Tuesday. Completely skipped yesterday and it was one of those days where I realised in the evening I'd let myself slip back into old habits. I woke up and it was raining for most of the day. I'm just going to do my makeup while I chat. I really allowed myself to slip back into old habits, and my old habit was waking up, not really doing anything for myself in the morning, scrolling on social media instead, not leaving the house all day. I literally didn't leave the house and I worked way too much and didn't give myself enough time to just exist as a human outside of work. And I got to the evening and I really felt it. I just knew that something was off, and then I tracked back through my day and I was like, you know what, I've not really been aware of how I've been today. So yeah, I realised last night I needed to kind of have a much more gentle day today. I mean, I'm still working. It's just, for me, I really can. Let me just grab my mirror. That doesn't mean not working and just abandoning everything that I need to do. Obviously, I'm self-employed, we all have jobs. You can't just kind of say, you know, you're not going to do anything for the day. but it's just being much more present with what I'm doing, aware of how I feel, taking breaks when I need to, and finding that balance again, because I didn't used to believe in balance. I used to think that you have to just kind of throw yourself into something to make it successful. And I'm realising now that I'm okay with going slower. I'm much more okay with the idea of things taking a little bit more time than I used to allow myself for. I used to rush through things because I felt like I had to in order for them to kind of be out there and be a success, and creatively that just left me feeling so burnt out. So yeah, I'm back to being more mindful, a more mindful day. Today I've got a client call in the middle of the day because I'm still doing a little bit of marketing work. Is perfect because it means I've got a very steady income coming in every month, and I don't have to rely on kind of like my creative work and my yoga to bring in the money. And I realised very early on going freelance, I need that sense of stability. It doesn't feel right for me to not have something where I'm almost guaranteed the income. And when you are creative, it's not always guaranteed, because I mean, for my job, I'm kind of relying on other people, whether it's brand partnerships or yoga, you know, I'm relying on people to book my classes. So it's really lovely to take that pressure off those things, and have my fingers in a couple of different pies. So yeah, I've got a call for that at 12. And then this evening is the first of my monthly journaling club. I actually can't believe this. I think it's like 93 or 94 people have requested that they want to join. How many people actually end up joining? I have no idea, but it's gonna be really good. If you booked on and you watch my YouTube channel as well, let me know, because this video will be going live on Sunday and it will have been on Tuesday. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of blusher. Okay. Oh, that's not blended in at all. Just realised I was sat in front of the window, so you probably couldn't even see what makeup I was applying because I was so washed out. This is what my makeup looks like more true to life. I used to wear, like when I look back at old videos and pictures, my makeup routine would take me honestly like 25 to 30 minutes, because I'd wear eyeliner, mascara, I'd wear eyeshadow every single day and like a full heavy foundation. And yeah, this is my makeup routine now. I use the Arborian CC cream, a little bit of concealer around my eyes, sort my brows out. I love the Lumen products, so I use their liquid blusher, liquid highlighter, liquid bronzer, their primer, and then thanks, it's MAC on my lips usually, and that's what I'm using right now. I do actually still have quite a lot of makeup from my beauty blogging days. If you've been around since that era, let me know. I mean, I absolutely loved it, and I still love beauty and makeup, but I just feel like it's not really, well, it's not really a big part of my life anymore, and I prefer to kind of have like a more minimal look. I feel like I feel more me when I'm wearing less. Like I don't really wear mascara anymore, apart from if I'm going out and it's more of an occasion thing. It's 10 to 1, the call with my client went well. And before I think about talking myself out of this and sitting on my phone and scrolling TikTok, which would be my default, trying to avoid doing this, I'm gonna do a workout because I know that I'll feel good for it. I've got the Peloton app. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the Peloton app in one of my last vlogs. It just makes doing a weight-based workout so much easier for me, because I wouldn't know where to start in terms of like planning one. And it kind of takes away those barriers to entry. So in these moments where I can't be bothered, but I know it's the best thing for my mood and like my mental health, it's so much easier to make that decision for myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. I still haven't got around to getting heavier dumbbells since the last time I mentioned this, but 3 kg is better than nothing. Wow. The workout was good, I'm feeling fresh. And including like having to get a shower and get changed afterwards, it literally took me 45 minutes of my day, which is nothing. And that's what I keep needing to remind myself, like it's a very small portion of the day for something that makes me feel really good. So I'm ready for the afternoon. Although looking in the viewfinder now, I feel like this doesn't really go together. But all of my white t-shirts are in the wash, and that's what I usually wear with these dungarees. I'm gonna see how I feel. Maybe it's just the contrast from the camera, I don't know. I've got a relatively quiet afternoon, which is nice. I'm gonna film a TikTok and potentially edit it, and I am gonna bring together the journal prompts for tonight's monthly journaling club. So get all of that set up, and then I think that I'm gonna go out for a coffee with Jay, because I'm not working technically, but I am facilitating the Zoom tonight. So I guess that is kind of work in a way. So just giving myself a little bit of time this afternoon to chill. We're about to head out. We're gonna go for a coffee. There's a new coffee shop that's open near us. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Very optimistic with the sunglasses, but what is a life without optimism? Let's dig in. Back in our favourite place in the world at the moment.
Because inside the cabinet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about it being bold. It's 5 to 8. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my pen. I've got my audio and camera set up. I've got my journal, and yeah, it's going to be probably a little bit less than 45 minutes of journaling, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't stop smiling. That was so nice, and I'm trying to do more things out of my comfort zone. It feels scary showing up, and you know, it's people's time that they're giving to me, and yeah, I'm just really glad that it went well. Doing it despite, I guess, the nerves and the fear that could come up with things like that, it feels really good, and it's really important for me to keep challenging myself and proving to myself that I can do it. Anyway, I think Jay is still out. He went to play golf or hit some balls in some way, I don't know. Go to the practice range. And I think that we're gonna watch The Hobbit. I have become completely Lord of the Rings obsessed. I ended up crying at the end of the third film. I think I was just so invested. And now I'm like, I need to watch The Hobbit. I have actually seen The Hobbits, but I haven't watched them in a long time. And I feel like now is obviously the perfect time to watch them, seeing as though I've finally finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's Wednesday, and as you can see, the house is a bit upside down at the moment, but I feel like we're getting there. We've added a third shelf. I'm actually doing a separate vlog, well, vlogs completely dedicated to the renovation, separate YouTube videos, which is why I haven't really spoke about it much in this, but all of our flooring arrived, and it feels really exciting. It feels like we're making progress. We're just about to go out. We're gonna go and do a food shop. I'm gonna go and pop into Homesense, so I thought to finish off this vlog, I'd bring you with me for that. I haven't actually found much in Homesense recently, but I feel like it's one of those places that you just have to kind of keep going in. We made it. We do need a lamp. I think they're a little bit too big. Just spotted this, a maid sofa. This is the all-cell one. I actually really love that colour. That was one of the most successful Homesense trips I've had in a while. I feel like it's just one of those places where you have to go in little and often, have a little browse, which I just don't really do. I don't really like shopping in person. But I'm so happy with everything we got. Go through the bits that I got from Homesense to finish off this vlog. So the first thing I saw was this really gorgeous candle. I actually bought this mostly for this outer sort of pot. I'm gonna use this for a string of hearts or like some sort of trailing plant in the living room. And that was £6, so a really good deal. And then I got these plates. I've been looking for new side plates and just new kitchenware in general. And I'm really trying to go for more of like a very neutral, basic theme. not minimal, but yeah, just trying to have things that I know that I will love forever. And these plates fall into that. We've been needing to have some new plates for a while. These were originally £13. So they look like this, and then they've got this back. They're from Canvas Home. They were £1.70 each. How could I leave them behind? They're literally perfect. And I've just put them on the shelf and they look really good. So again, very pleased with those. I bought 3 books because we've got a lot of shelves, and actually I did want some homework books anyway. So the first one is this one, which is New Rural, Where to Find It and How to Create It. So all about kind of bringing the outdoors and that kind of rural cozy feel into your home, which is just exactly what I want. And this is just one of the most beautiful books, so I thought that'd look really nice on the shelf. I said to myself, I'm not buying a book that just looks nice. Like I don't want anything to just be for show. I want things to be functional and something that I will actually get a lot of joy and use out of. I got a book for my office, this one, and it's on the chakras, and I've been wanting a specific book that goes into the chakras a little bit more and to learn more about that, because it is quite a key element of yoga. So yeah, I bought this, and again, just a really beautiful book that'll look nice on the shelf. And then my last book that I got, this is the one that I saw first. It's Create, Inspiring Homes That Value Creativity Before Consumption. So again, really ties into what we're trying to do with the house. There's lots of like Q&As in here, lots of inspiration pictures. It's saying like where to splurge, where not to splurge. Ideas for kitchens and open shelving. This book was £5. I felt that was one of the best £5 I've spent in a really long time. And then the last thing, this was just such a bargain. This was 60p. I mean, I know it doesn't have the lid because it's obviously meant to have a lid, but I thought this on the shelf with something inside that we want to kind of hide, but is functional, maybe like matches, probably matches actually, would look really nice. There we go. I knew that I'd find a use for it. I wasn't sure at the time. I was like, should I get this because I don't know what I'll use it for? But then I thought, actually, yes, there's always things that you need that maybe aren't that pretty. I'm so chuffed with that. 60p. So that's my Homesense haul, and I'm gonna finish off this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what thing from my Homesense haul you think was the best buy, because I can't decide. I love it all. I think that they were all amazing purchases. But yeah, let me know which one stands out to you, and I will see you in next Sunday's video.